Hello, hello. How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. If you're called here by the title, this reading is definitely for you. Okay? That's my intention with this reading is to pay attention to the story or the themes that come through this reading, and those are reflected in the title. So that would be for you if you're feeling it. I want to talk about this week. We do have Pluto going direct, and Pluto, I mean, we've been talking about Pluto for a long time because of Pluto's very slow movement. But Pluto is pretty subtle. A lot of times we think because it rules Scorpio and it rules this underworld energy that it's kind of in your face, but it's not. Pluto has just spent since May 4th dragging you through the underworld. So whatever's been going on this year, now that Pluto is direct, it's kind of like, okay, here's how I'm going to integrate that lesson. So that's something that's on tap for this week. You may get some past dredged up for you this week, or you may have it presented to you and you're like, yep, I worked on that, which should be awesome. The other thing that's going on this week is Venus enters Libra, which is one of my favorite things in the whole wide world. My chart is ruled by Venus. I am a Libra rising. So that is something that you pay attention to. Venus is at home in domicile and loves Libra energy, just loves love. Love the energy of love. So it's likely somebody from the past. We'll hook these two themes together. Somebody that you loved in the past or somebody that loved you in the past may come back around. Okay. All right. So those of you, I've had a couple of questions about the astrology class, and there is a lot of foundational material in there, but there's plenty of material in there around the North Node and your mission and purpose. I built this class so it would help you figure out, remember who you are and where you're going in this life. So in that spirit, I did just add a lesson about past lives and where you can find your past lives in your astrology chart. It's fascinating. It's one of the things that drew me to astrology. So I thought, let's add a new lesson in there about this. I've learned a lot since I first started this channel. So there's that. And if you want to jump on, the link is below. Okay, let's see where we're going here today. What are the themes that want to show up for you this week? Trust. Oh, really? Trust and act accordingly. Find your star family in this cosmic game of hide and seek. Cut away what's no longer needed for you. And Divine Dragon. All right, we'll get to that one in a minute. But this feels like some of you are needing to trust yourself. If you have moved on from, not a theme. Well, how would you know if you move on from a theme? If you're moving on from a person or a way of doing life, I feel like you're going to find a new tribe. And it's going to facilitate an ending here. Right? Pluto is death. Pluto is about death and transformation. It's about dragging you through the underworld so that now you can handle something, or now you can handle the completion of something. And like I said, it could be completion of a love relationship. I got Libra on the bottom here. Could be the completion of a pattern of how you used to do love relationships. So somebody from the past may come back around and you're like, yeah, I'm done with that. That could be happening. Let's see what's going on in the reading here. The Two of Wands, the Strength card. I've got Leo energy. The Six of Pentacles. Here's the Death card. And the Star. So there's a lot of concern, Nine of Swords, a lot of concern and worries that you're not going to be up to this. Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo. There could be multiple people showing up in this next, I'm going to say between now and the middle of November. I just have a sense that by the time when we get into Scorpio season, right? Scorpio season is going to be the time when it's sort of like rises from the dead. Something rises from the dead to help you complete a cycle or help you complete something, help you heal. And a lot of you who have been working on your healing, you're going to see just how far you've come. Yeah, you're going to see just how far you come. This divine dragon, this is the cosmic journey oracle that I'm using here. And I want to see if I can share this divine dragon with what they say about it. Because every time I see it, immediately I see the 33 in the middle. And I see him chasing his tail. And I'm kind of like, 33 is about a divine teacher. And have you been chasing your tail? Have you gotten stuck in a belief system or a mindset or a family way of doing things that it's keeping you chasing your tail? Even though that is a divine teacher, right? The dragon chooses you. You do not choose the dragon. A dragon's power connects you to your own power from within. More Pluto energy here. Power. Pluto is about power. To stand sovereign. It's also connected to your root expression of power, fire, and even sexual energy, Kundalini. You cannot serve the collective without yourself first being alive and ablaze. Allow the energies, the dragon's fire of purification, to cleanse you. In the East, the dragon was seen as a mythical guardian with influence over all of the elements. In the West, it was seen as a feared fire-breathing serpent because people didn't fully understand the magic and divine wisdom that dragons carry. There's an awakening of the dragon archetype right now. You can embody that with this cosmic conversation. Your power is engaged for a purpose, breathing fire when needed. So I feel like something's coming back around. And you have to maybe you have to do the thing that you have not wanted to do all this whole time. Or I've learned the lesson now and I know I'm not engaging with this anymore. Something along those lines. Like I said, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. Okay, could be any of those. There's a magician. There's Mercury and the devil card. Wow. Let's see. The 10 of Swords. Yeah, something is totally done. Something is totally done. And I just want you to know that you've manifested this. You've also been dealing with somebody who has tried to keep you in a cage or keep you trapped. I feel like that's the thing that's going to be done. You're going to complete. 7 of Cups. Okay, now where to? There's the Hermit. That's Virgo energy. Oh, wow. King of Pentacles. Love that. Emperor. Good stuff. 5 of Wands and the Moon. So mother-father energy here. And there's some kind of conflict around that. Some kind of conflict around what you've been taught, right? Mother-father is the energy of teacher. And we've got the Virgo energy here. But this is a teacher you seek out. This is not a teacher in your family. This is somebody you seek out. And it may be an actual teacher. Like you may be going to a guru or a guide to help you navigate the ending of this chapter. This is not a small ending. This is a big ending. This is an ending with someone who's very karmic. Okay, look at the lighting here even. It's the middle of the day. The lighting is even a little interesting. And there's something here about coming back from the underworld that you've been in. And the underworld could look like stagnation. It could look like worry. It could look like I'm confused. I don't know what to do. I don't know, like I don't have enough information or something like that. It can look like a lot of things. And this 5 of Wands, I get the feeling you're confused about the next steps. This other thing is done though. This other thing is done. Virgo, Gemini, Capricorn, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. That's a lot. And then there's Aries and there's Pisces. That's a lot of signs. So talk to me about what's done. 10 of Pentacles. King of Swords. More Aquarius. 8 of Wands. And the Judgment card. I feel like somebody has either tried to control you with money or there's money has been a part of this lesson. Okay? However you have experienced it. And this is going to be over, but it's like, okay, the trust thing is about maybe a new opportunity. And I feel confused about when I can trust myself and when I can go towards the person who is my mirror reflection, right? When I can really invite that in. When will I be strong enough? Kind of a feeling. And I feel like this is coming very soon, because part of this ending was that it was dragged out. Long time. 10 of Pentacles, long time of it. There's being no closure. And, you've realized that closure doesn't come from another person. It comes from inside you. And I feel like the Judgment thing is like Judgment. And we saw the Justice card earlier. That really says to me that there's a completion of a certain direction and your guides are trying to help you. So I really feel like you should ask for help, because guides won't step in. I feel like I'm getting this sense because the 8 of Wands says, like, talk to your guides, ask them for help, ask Archangel Michael for intervention, whatever you need to do, ask Archangel, not to help you not learn this lesson, but to help you kind of, I don't know, rip the Band-Aid off. Like, let's just go. Let's just, I don't want to drag this out anymore. I'm sick of dragging this out. King of Cups, Queen of Wands, Knight of Cups. Yeah, Ace of Swords. So for some of you, this is a person coming back from the past and they have a truth to tell you. And that truth that's coming up right now is something that you didn't expect. It's been hidden for a long time. They have not wanted to tell you. Maybe they're afraid of telling you, or maybe they don't know how to tell you. There's some kind of truth. It's possible that you're the one telling the truth, or you're the one who is listening to the truth and realizing that this has been done for you for a long time. Now, this truth may have nothing to do with how you feel about this person or you feel about this situation. I feel like this person is going to try to make some kind of offer with the truth. Okay, they're going to try to, okay, yeah, here's the truth. And this is what I intend to do about it, or this is what I want to do about it. I just get the feeling that you're like, enough is enough. Enough's enough. Like, this has gone on way too long. 10 of Swords and 10 of Pentacles, when that combination comes up, along with the Death card and the Devil card here, it's just saying, like, how long are we going to drag this out? Okay, I really want to move forward in my life. I want to make new decisions. I want to have my own sovereignty. I want to embrace my new learning. I want to embrace my new direction. The Hermit and the King of Pentacles here. I like this direction for you. This feels like you're nurturing yourself. You're being kind to self. There is something about money in this, that it's like money or time, like how the relationship has had a lot of longevity to it. And it's like that, just because something goes on for a long time doesn't mean it's any good. And I'm going to tell you a really story about a friend of mine, not a friend of mine, a person I know, an acquaintance. This was I think about 5 years ago. And I knew he and his wife were having a lot of trouble, and that he was not happy and she was not happy. And it was just literally collapsing in front of our eyes, right? We knew it was happening. And he's one of those people, they're one of those couples who go on Facebook and are like, oh, happy 35th anniversary. Wow, this has been a long, with my sidekick, my partner, whatever. And everyone's like, oh my God, stop. And he happened to mention in this post, completely unaware of how it sounded to other people, something about time served. The amount of time, like in jail, they count the days and they count the hours and they count the time served. Because I'm seeing this little thing here, like a little jail cell. But see the key? Right there, right there. The thing is, you have to tell the truth to get out of that jail. And I do believe that that mention of time served opened up a lot of ending and healing for that person, because it was like they told the truth, but they didn't know they told the truth. And this could be in action or it can be in words, because I'm seeing the cups here, right? And I'm seeing about the truth about my feelings, the truth about my there's something about, like, I believed that love had to be hard work. I believed that that's what made a relationship good, or I believed that that was my job to sort of teach you how hard life is if this is a family member or whatever. Like, that's not true. Okay? And like, literally, it might have been if this is like a family who believes in, like, hard work and all that kind of, Puritan ethic, whatever. But there's a sense of, like, at some point that needs to stop. And it never stopped. Okay. So the relationship is over because that's how that person feels into that relationship. They don't really understand that it's not about time served. So you're moving on here. So Pluto is dredging up something. Whatever's been going on between last May and now, Pluto's been dredging up, and you have really seen some truth. Okay. And you may be getting more truth. And I do feel like there's something about there's no going back. Okay. So there's no going back is changed your mindset about, it's like maybe you did believe in the lesson that this relationship had for you. Maybe you did believe in that. And now you're like, no, I don't need to keep learning this lesson. I need to move on. So I'm going to take up my mantle of change. I'm going to align myself with my future. And it's possible that you find somebody, or there's a guru or a guide or a shaman or something like that that helps you sort of navigate. This is a lesson from the underworld. There's no question, especially with that dragon there. A lesson from the underworld. So I'm going to keep going with this reading. If this is your reading, let's see what happens, and let's see what you don't see coming. I feel like that's a big part of this lesson. All right. Link is below if you want to continue on. I'll see you over there. All right. I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.